Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Time to Roll's Campaign 1. This is episode 82. We are back with most of the crew tonight, and of course, the dog starts barking as I start the stream. Par for the course for this fucking thing. But we have a few things to go over. My face is really zoomed in. Why is it? There we go. A few things to go over, and then we'll get into it. Unfortunately, Mousy has caught COVID. She's doing well. She's just quite sick, and she's resting. So wishing the best for her. Unfortunately, she will be missing tonight, but she'll hopefully be back next week for. God, my hair is all sorts of messy. God. God. Let me fix that because obviously there we go. So Mousy will be out for this week. Hopefully she'll be better by next week, and we'll be able to bring her back in full fledged to the story. The other thing that regarding health wise, Todd is back. Todd is feeling well. His surgery went well, and he is here. So, I we're obviously wishing him the best, and hopefully his recovery, or his continuous recovery, goes smoothly. But we're gonna go ahead and get right into it because we are starting a little late tonight. Unfortunately, I had technical issues starting this, so let's just get into it, and we'll go from there.
Nice gun, Nate.
Okay, I'm here.
Are you sure?
No, but I'm gonna try.
Are you sure you're actually here? Or are you there? Or are you anywhere?
There and back again. Bilbo
No.
Baggins. Okay. Okay.
So,
You guys ready to play?
I think I'm ready for existential
Mostly.
crisis.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and start with a recap. And I should probably gotta hide Mousy's. You know what? No, we're not gonna hide it. We're still gonna shout her out regardless. So, yeah. So, let's get into a recap, and then we can get more into the story, and we'll get to the aftermath of Ori and Vlivra's little side adventure. But all right. So last we left off, you, the rat bastards, succeeded in capturing the Green Dragoon. She, after being captured, she had multiple, I guess, moments of truth that were able to be dug from the brain of her by Elka using detect thoughts. You gleaned. She helped you glean into why she was there, who she was, where she's from. King Xavier decisively trying to ask questions in order to figure out why they even attempted to come here in the first place and why they destroyed the city. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to find much in the way of any help due to some sort of magic cast on the Green Dragoon, which later you would learn that her name is Catherine Trek. After the king decided to leave the chambers for the night and tend to the still unfortunately dead body of his mother, some of you hung out for a little bit longer to ask her some questions. Some of you threatened to kill her multiple times. Some of you did beat the shit out of her a few times. But eventually you were able to get some information out of her, enough to stun Leon into a bit of what I would consider a bit of a PTSD moment for him. However, Ori and Vivra, seeing that, they didn't really care. They Ori needed something to kill. um,
Oops.
and Ori was sent down into essentially the underbelly of the castle, the darkest of pits and chambers of where the kingdom would keep the worst of villains. And we were left off by Leon, looking at all of you with a somber look on his face, taking a deep breath, and saying, "What fool would forget the very kingdom he founded?" And then he will look at all of you. Take a deep, long breath. I had a fear that their technology may be used for this. I would never imagine that they themselves would be the ones to attack this kingdom. You just see him kind of like, his eyes are widening. He's having a hard time. You see his like eyes like widening and dancing back and forth. You could tell he's trying to figure out the possibilities and honestly like the trying to cope with the idea that this is happening. Is there anything anybody wants to do in this moment as he's saying this? Is there like, you want, like, I know some of you would want to do like an insight check or anything along those lines. If you want to do that, that would be the time.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I'm not in the room, so.
No, you aren't.
Likewise. Apparently.
We'll get to you guys in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alka will look stunned, but also calm. There's a weird sense of like almost immediate hesitancy now and mistrust with her, I think, with Leon, but also she doesn't want to show it. But you'll see Pavin kind of like fold his hands, take a deep breath, and just say, "Leon, I know clearly you've had issues, and that's fine. We all have had our issues in our past, but are you telling me you indirectly may be responsible for the destruction of the kingdom you now help rule?" And he will just his head will slump. "I suppose you are right. I am." How or when or why they came back or are still thriving, clearly, I do hope we'll be able to get these answers out of our guest downstairs. And it's at this point you hear two familiar voices echoing through the hallway, and you see Ori and Weavra walking up the stairs, and you see just Ori fucking covered in blood and guts. And Weavra just kind of, I mean, you could describe how Weavra's acting.
Definitely got some splashes. It's nothing major, nothing anywhere near as bad as Ori is.
Ori's gonna see like a blood stain on like his garb and kind of rub it out with his thumb and say, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean." And kind of accidentally put more blood on it.
Yeah,
Ori, now may be a good time for you to bathe.
I'm good for a while, thanks.
Seriously, it might be a good time for you to bathe.
I only bathe on full moons.
This one prefers to avoid water as well.
Did somebody say it was a full moon?
Yeah, DM, when is the next full moon?
That's a great question. I actually have a calendar.
How long does Ori have to wait? Full moon was like yesterday, so it's gonna be a while.
I don't have the moon chart, but given that a full moon happens about once every 6 weeks or so, at least the primary moon. There are 3 moons that float around Ammriel.
One of them's gotta be full soon.
Let's see here.
Maybe, I don't know.
I actually should probably make a moon chart, huh? Now that I think about it. We'll roll for it for the sake of funny.
Improv.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a d20, Nate.
15.
15. Okay. So, okay. Unfortunately, there is the smaller moon, and the smallest moon in the sky, is currently full. You would know that this moon's name. I have it written down. Where is it? Oh, right. You would know that this moon's name is Seraphal. Seraphal is the tiniest moon, and it just kind of looks like a tiny little orangish dot floating in the sky right now. So it is technically a full moon.
Oh, I guess I'm bathing tonight.
Good, good. You still have that brush I got you, right?
Yeah,
Alright.
let's go pick a piece of innards off his arm or something. It's kind of like drop on the ground. Yeah.
Morbid.
I don't know what body part that came off with.
It was that one creature's tongue.
Oh. Or it looked yeah, it looks like a piece of a tongue. Oh yeah, I ripped it out. Okay, yeah, it's coming back to me now.
On brand.
Housekeeping.
I was gonna sit on the couch.
Right next to Leon.
Right.
Lexi, you're muted if you're trying to talk. Just...
Might be away from her phone. Oh, no, she's here.
I opened up a bag of Talkies.
Oh.
Priorities.
Jesus Christ, Lex.
Why am I?
Why are you so small?
That's small
beats
when
me.
Ori big.
Maybe we can fix that.
Yeah, because I can't fix that apparently.
Oh, that's weird. Look at it. It's probably just something stupid in the settings.
Yep.
So Leon will nod at all of you, and Weaver, you'll immediately notice a somber, like, undertone
Yeah,
in his.
I'm just
yeah.
trying to pick up on everybody right now.
I'm gonna get up and move and say, Weaver, please sit.
This one is fine.
If you insist.
Celeste will then speak up as all of you walk in. Leon, How are we to know if our time is up? If our life force is to be siphoned um, how do we know? Are we told beforehand, or is it just you wake up one morning and surprise, it's time to die? And Leon will kind of, and Arun, your time is dictated when, well, I was told it's when the spirits of our elders tells my father, the king, whose time it is to come home. I always thought that was nonsense and just thought it was my father's own doing, and I'm unsure if it is his doing or some spirit, or maybe even damn well. It's just a matter of, they'll tell you, I assume, and you'll have time to prepare. But when you're told, you're whisked away from your family and kept under lock and key, so that way you can't escape like I did. Celeste.
You escaped.
Oh yes, you two weren't here. Well, I suppose I should bring you into it. We'll start with this. Arun, my home, as well as Elka's, Pavin's, and Celeste's here, is settled upon a Elder Kindori. It's a whale of sorts, a spectral being. Kindori are known for one thing, that is their namesake, an infernal, which means world eater.
That is a good way to avoid being eaten.
Yes, well, my ancestors, those of the royal family, they made deals with this Kindori. They agreed to set upon, he agreed to allow the Fae folk to settle upon his back, so long as they continue to feed the pool of life, which happens to be his reservoir for arcanic power. He uses the life force of the Fae to continue floating and to sustain himself. And in return for that, he doesn't attempt to destroy Ammriel as a whole. I suppose I should also say, to catch you totally up to speed, the country Lae'zel, the one that warrior down there claimed to be a part of, was a kingdom that I had founded when I escaped Arun centuries ago. And I had thought it to have been lost. And learning that it still exists is shocking, to say the least. I thought I was the only survivor. So now go ahead.
Could it be someone is using that name? Someone else?
I see that as probable. Unfortunately, the name Lae'zel being thrown around like it's any other country, though, is concerning to me. The reason being is that Lae'zel was a part of Ammriel before the fracture, before our world was divided. It existed on the entire different side of the planet. And once the fracture happened, my aid was called to everyone throughout the world. I am the fairy prince. I must go where I am needed. And unfortunately, my own kingdom did not need me at the time. But when their time came for aid to be asked for, by the time I made it halfway across the world, it had been rendered essentially destroyed. So I did everything I could. I flew around the entire country. The country wasn't that large. It only... I would equate it to about the size of Ebrax, if not maybe slightly smaller. It was a perfect place to live. And I flew around and it was in ruin. The dead littered the street. Children, women, our livestock, all of our warriors, gone. And all that was left staring down at them was a dragon. That damn blue-scaled bastard. Then 800 years or so pass, almost 900. And the very kingdom that I call home today was attacked and rendered almost destroyed by the same damn dragon. Imagine my horror when I stared that beast in the eyes for the second time in my immortal life.
I'm going to walk behind the couch and very awkwardly put my hand on his shoulder in a sign of attempting to comfort, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
You can roll we'll just call it a charisma check.
Or he will do the same thing.
What the what?
With his gross, bloody hands.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Weaver, for the first time in his young life, shows tender, loving care to a person he knows.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you can roll a charisma check as well if you want to, Nate.
I'm good at these. Never mind.
Not good at those?
That's roll wasn't good. Nat 1.
Oh.
+2.
Yeah, no.
Might be all that blood all over you.
It is in fact, it is all that blood. Weaver, for the first time in his young life, puts his hand down in a comforting gesture to Leon. Leon accepts it, doesn't shrivel up like he normally would. He takes a deep breath and says, "Thank you." And then he looks at his other shoulder, and he sees just this bloody fucking claw on his other shoulder. And he just looks over at you, Ori, with like the most innocent look on your face. I think Thaddeus is right. It may be time for you to take a bath. Thank you, though, Ori.
I do my best.
Would it be presumptuous of me to ask you all for a favor?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. No.
Damn,
What would you
alright.
like?
No. Yes. What does or I don't know what that word means.
Presumptuous as in... whatever.
You could. Yeah. I mean, I'm down.
Would you like to kill a big fucking blue dragon?
Yeah. Why didn't you just say that?
He uses fancy words. Gory.
I feel like you should know what that word means.
I did.
You are educated.
I mean, he still thinks he's of the House Sterling, so
There's a difference between wisdom and intelligence.
Damn. Well, I happen to know the location of Uldragos, the Great Blue Worm, otherwise known as the Raging Sunderer in the Fracture. He was one of
Dragon is known as the Fracture.
No, he's known as the Raging Sunderer. He was instrumental in splitting the world in half during the Fracture. He's one of the five great worms that was created to protect this world. But he's corrupted. He's currently slumbering
Where?
in Valencia.
That narrows it down, thanks.
it's a
Specifically,
big country.
he just like realizes what he's about to say. Specifically in their capital city, Aurora.
Yeah?
Masquerading as a human, I assume. Maybe an elf.
This
Checks
one-
out.
If this one were to locate the creature, magically, would this one be able to tell which human it is?
I suppose you could try. He's a being older than I, created at the beginning of this world. He was one of the first creations. But given that he was one of the first creations, that does mean he can die. He's not immortal. He breathes the air just like you and I. He bleeds the same blood that any other dragon bleeds. His full size just happens to be larger than a country's capital city. However,
And how do you plan for us to stop something that massive?
I'd like you to capture him.
Oh, I like the sound of this.
Reason I'd like you to capture him is that if you could capture him in his human form, somehow place him in a moment of stasis, we should be able to bring him here and uncorrupt him. He's been corrupted.
I have a really messed up plan, and I don't know how you'll feel about this. Is the giant freaky whale beholden to killing just fey creatures?
You'll see a smile crack over Leon's face. Well, seeing as dragons are technically that of the Fae, I see no issue with your plan.
Good. I'm glad we're on the same page.
However, convincing Velsov the Eternal to work for you for anything less than a country's worth of
no.
souls.
No. We'll give him just the dragon. And we'll do it free of charge as long as we're rid of him.
I see no issue with allowing the
It
dragon.
would save some of your people.
I see no issue with allowing Ultregos to be absorbed by Kandori, but problem is I do not know the side effects that may come from a creature such as a Elder Kandori absorbing a great worm.
Yeah, that could be problematic.
Hence why I also have a plan if you're willing to listen.
Okay.
I've been working on a magical device for 1,000 years. And it's still in its prototype phase. A device that is small enough to carry, powerful enough to absorb the life essence of a great worm, and strong enough to keep them in stasis for however long we choose. I have such device in prototype. A millennia of research has been poured into this device. You need but simply let Uldregos touch this item and say the command word. If you do that, you have about a 60% chance of success.
60's pretty low.
Well, seeing as I've been pumping my
Yes.
own life force into this device to make it work, there's a reason I'm weaker than I normally am.
Does the worm need to say the command word, or do we?
The wielder of the item must say the command word.
And must the wielder be holding the item as well?
The wielder must attune to the item.
Oh, give it to me then. I've got you covered.
This one may take it. This one may have a thought.
Okay.
But for now, please.
I have another option, but it's far more barbaric and certainly less of a chance at working, but if it works, you might gain favor with the Queen of Valencia.
What if we know someone who has some of her favor already?
For comedic timing, Anders starts to walk down the hallway.
Exactly my thought.
Fucking pissed drunk, tired of this bullshit. Hey guys.
Just the man we were looking for.
He was actually supposed to be there the whole time, to be honest. He is drunk though. We'll just say he's been kind of leaning against the wall here. And he's listening to the Valencia part.
I'll.
Anders, sit, please. You look like you need it.
Oh. He has a
Have my
bottle.
seat.
He has a bottle of booze in his hand. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna look at Zane and go. Do we need his wits about him?
Just his charm, really.
I meant at the moment.
No.
Very well.
Well, that's just about Valencia? I heard
Oh.
something about it.
You and the queen, right?
Wait, how do you know about that?
You told us.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we do need his wits about him.
I'm gonna look at everybody and just be like, nobody died tonight. This one
He
will
starts
not be able to revive.
he starts chugging the bottle of alcohol as he sees you putting your hand on him.
I'm gonna wait for him to finish.
He finishes it and he passes out. No, I'm kidding.
And Lesser Restoration, I have to cast it at 3rd level because that's the only spell slot I have for that.
Oh shit. He will, as he's drinking, the bottle empties. You hit him with the spell, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Welcome back to the land of the living.
And he just looks at you, Weavra. I was having a good time for the first time in 4 fucking months.
This one apologizes.
You
This
mean
one
you
will-
haven't had a good time with us?
That hurts my feelings.
You know what I mean. Getting drunk. I've been able to get drunk in 4 fucking months because of you guys.
This one will buy your next drinks.
Deal.
Listen.
What's up?
I'll give you an alchemy jug. Just pay attention.
Oh. He holds his hand out like a fucking toddler. Like, keep.
After.
I was gonna say I'll slap his hand after.
Fine. What's the problem? Why does Leon look like he saw a dead body or two, and what are we doing here? I just followed along, I think.
Was he that shit-faced that he just completely missed the battle too, or?
Oh, he was in the battle, and he was
Okay.
drinking throughout the battle. I was rolling con saves from that entire fight.
Fair. Okay. Then we don't have to explain that part. Got it.
Last thing I remember is you guys walking down some stairs. Oh. Residual burp. Anyways, what's happening? Why are we looking like we're at a funeral right now?
I'm gonna look towards Leon. You said you had perhaps a plan, a different plan.
Yeah. So, I happen to know that, my theory is that one of the Queen's closest advisors is this, the dragon we're speaking of. And I happen to know that advisor, regardless of him being a dragon or not, has been funneling funds into a certain underground organization that many of you may be aware of. Right from the treasury. I say the other option to capture this man is to bring this to his intention, bring this issue to the attention of Queen Valentine. And Anders' eyes just kind of go, which fucking guy is it?
Yeah, I'm. That insight was towards Ander to kind of pick out how he feels about this. Like,
okay, he's like, which fucking guy is it? And Leon's like, he disguises himself between a human and an elf, claims that he does it for detective work, likes to change what race he is. He doesn't necessarily stand out, kind of a bookworm type, bit of a sniveling brat, if you got to know him. And Anders like, gotcha. You're talking about Arthur. And he's like, yes. How did you know? Well, you see, I met the guy as I was coming out of the Queen's... Never mind, actually. I met him one time when I was visiting through Valencia. Right. Yeah. He seemed like an asshole. And he just smiles. With your 23 insight, you can very clearly tell he's met him many times.
In that same... was he truthful about thinking the other guy's an asshole?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. That guy's a bit weird. He claims that he's doing it for the sake of the kingdom, yada, yada, yada. And then he also complains to the queen that whenever I'm around, she doesn't get any work done. And I mean, don't get me wrong, he's right. But, yeah. He's just kind of the guard dog, if you'd say to her. Where you say... Wait, what does he have to do with this? Why? You say he's funneling funds? Right, he's a dragon, Leon, and not just any, not just any dragon. He's a great worm. He's the person responsible for leveling. Oh, all of Artemis. Oh. So you want me to kill him? Are we killing him? As he looks at Zane with anticipation.
Oh yeah. No. We're
Oh.
not killing him, we're capturing him. Though he may die in the end.
I
so.
do remember Mr. Fancy Pants over there saying that, don't you want to kill a fucking dragon?
Yes. Technically we will be killing said dragon. It's just we have to capture him so the space whale can eat him.
What the fuck has happened in the last hour?
This one is still trying to figure it out as well.
Leon will just sigh. You could bring... The other option is that you could bring up his deeds to the queen and have a formal investigation done on him.
Let's be honest, Leon. Formal investigations will get us nowhere.
Depends on who's doing it. If the queen herself decides she's gonna look into it, she'll find out the truth, and then he'll be incarcerated there, and then it'll become a very easy task for you to swoop in and use my device. But
We don't have time for investigations.
But if you would like to attempt to capture him while his guard is more than likely up, that is up to you. I suppose if you also sneak in, well, honestly, Ander, if they use your connection, it may not be that big of a deal. You just be visitors that are going to Valencia with an honored guest and friend of, and he says, and friend with air quotations with his fingers, of the queen. And
while we're there, you can probably honestly make more than one connection if you catch my drift.
I can't do that while I'm there.
No?
She
Doesn't seem to have stopped you before.
you know, she has these weird... She has these powers, all right? She's a mage. She kind of knows exactly where I'm at all times, and she caught me in a brothel one time and nearly cut my off, all right? So, no.
Listen, if she does cut it off, I can just make you a new one.
I don't think it's going to be the same thing, man.
Maybe not, but it'll be functional.
No, I'm good. Listen, I don't think you understand what kind of crazy you're walking in on right now.
Have you not been with us the last 4 months? It's already crazy.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, fine. Okay. should I prep the Lily, go to Valencia, or do we want to actually take a night to rest, or like are we still gonna
This one will need a night to rest.
are
We should
we
rest.
whatever happened to that green lady? I remember her. She tried to kill me.
She's being dealt with.
Dealt with, right? More info.
She's captured and being interrogated.
Okay, that's what I figured. All right, Sylvania knows how to do things.
Listen, my father's the one doing the interrogating.
Oh fuck. Okay, yeah, sure. Valencia it is.
And I know nobody better, so
Yeah, your dad's. Yeah, no. As a person who's sat on the other side of the table from your dad, yeah, no, she's fucked. Okay. Anyways,
rest for them, Chia. And rest.
Leon will look at all of you. I suppose you can retire to the quarters that. Well, shit. I suppose I'll have to show you to the quarters. The king's already gone to bed. Follow
It's had a
me.
long day.
Did you see my DM, Zach?
Yes, I did. Ori, you feel. Well, actually, do me a favor and roll a d20, Todd.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. What the? Hold on here, Jesus.
$19 plus like 6. Yeah, Ori, you feel a bop on your ear. A really hard like smack on your ear from what feels like a hand, but you look around and there's nothing around you. Arval, you just watched Thaddeus smack the side of Ori said.
Can I deduce that it was Thaddeus because he just kind of went away and he was just here? I make like an intelligence.
I'd say we'll go with insight. Or yeah, we'll go with insight. It's fine.
Or Arval could alternatively tell them that Thaddeus just whacked him.
I mean, if you want to tell Ori that, that's up to you.
Hey, Ori, Thaddeus just hit you.
I'll make the roll just to 11.
With the 11, I'd say with Arval, with Arval saying it, that reduces the DC down to 5. So yeah, you would be like immediately like, what the fuck?
Or he's gonna try to reach back behind him. I guess he walked away, so he's gonna feel nothing.
You're gonna feel
Look,
just nothing.
Stop messing with me.
Further behind you.
Cute point.
He's gonna point right where he is. He's moving his arm. He's moving his hand.
Leon's gonna point right at Thaddeus and cast Hold Person.
Or he's gonna grab some
Actually, I'm kidding. He's not
viscera
gonna do
off of his fur and throw it at Thaddeus, or throw it in that direction.
that. roll the hit.
Well, that.
It'd be D20 plus your dex.
All right. Oops. 21.
What's your AC?
Mine?
Yeah.
16.
You get smacked in the face with some blood and guts, and you
Damn
just
you, Ori! You're such good aid.
you
Do
just
I see his face now? Do I
you-
see like the blood? Is that how that
you,
works?
you see like the bridge of his nose and like part of his cheek, right cheek, and you just see like the piece of gut like slowly sliming down his cheek, down off his chin.
Gnarly.
So if I was
Anyways,
using wisdom or intelligence.
What are you talking about?
Don't break the fourth wall in my campaign.
You sound crazy right now.
Anywho, show you to your quarters, I suppose. And then as he stands up, Heaven's like, do you want us to go with them? Or, and Elka's immediately like, no, you should figure out what to do about this, energy siphoning life force thing back home, right? I mean, if we're going to be using the whale, just saying.
Try to figure out how bad it's going to be if we feed an elder worm
Right.
to the space whale.
Right, yes, that makes sense. Celeste, I suppose we're off tomorrow. We're off to leave tomorrow. Very well. Follow me to your chambers, and he will direct you down this hallway this way, and all of you will find a nice, comfy bedded chamber for each of you. I don't have those made. And Ori and Thaddeus there, and Weavra. There are baths if you'd like to use them. Ori, the bath is kind of small. It's more like a it's a porcelain tub. You'd be able to fit in there, but it'd be cramped.
Noted.
I am definitely washing my after that stuff.
Okay. Well, as all of you lay down for bed, these nicely fitted and comfortable rooms, you all get a long rest. Is there anything anybody wants to do before they go to bed?
I am not going to bathe per se. Is there like some sand that I can do a chinchilla impression and roll around in?
Some sand? You would have to go outside and look for a while. And it's still relatively dragon-infested city, so that's up to you.
Yeah, okay, hard pass. I will begrudgingly bathe.
I mean, you just do like a bird bath. You'll be fine.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
To appease Ander at the start of tomorrow, I'm making another alchemy jug and giving it to him.
Okay.
Yeah. And once I finish the bath, I'm gonna find Ander and buy him a bunch of drinks. How much gold do I owe for that?
You want it to be low quality, high quality, medium quality? What do you want to do?
I mean, how high quality can you get in a half-wrecked city?
Not very.
Yeah, as high as like
Okay.
if I recognize the bottle he was drinking before, like if there was a label or something, that.
It was a bottle of mead. So yeah, you would be able
I'm going with him, so he can pick. So I'm gonna guess he's picking high quality.
as high as quality. Okay, I would say just 10 gold. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
For 5 bottles, yeah.
And then I will go to bed after that. I will make sure Andrew gets to bed in one piece.
Oh, he starts drinking. He pops open as soon as you hand him the small bag of bottles. He immediately grabs one and just pops the cork immediately. But yeah, so he makes it back to bed, starting to get drunk. But all right, all of you lay down for bed.
The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shower and then I'm going to prep. I have 2 alchemy jugs, and I'm going to prep to make sure that I have both of them set for poison.
Okay, that's fine.
How messy is that bathroom?
Well, seeing there's a floor drain. There, like you are in a castle, so there is some irrigation.
Can we roll to see if he gets clogged?
Sure. Roll a d20.
Can somebody cast
10.
like rain shower above Ori?
Okay.
Rain,
Until
shower,
tomorrow.
legends.
Can help Ori hose himself down.
A 10.
Fine, not until tomorrow.
Create water or some shit.
Yep. I have the spell, I just don't have it prepared today, so.
Um,
And I still have spell slots for it too. It's first level.
or he might just hire another prostitute to bathe him again.
Oh my god. I forgot you
I
did
couldn't
that.
help myself.
I think he bought like 4 of them just to wash him.
3 of them choked to death.
But
What?
I don't think you
No, they're
killed
all
them.
alive.
No, they're all alive.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I
just
didn't.
kidding.
Ori did. He's not that kind of serial killer.
Yeah, it's just random. It has to feel
He
right.
could be.
But
It's on brand. I don't know.
either way, with a 10, it has a hard time. Specifically with the fur. A lot of fur coming off of you that's not yours. And eventually does all wash down. But when you wake up in the morning, there is a distinct blood, like iron smell wafting from that bathroom.
Housekeeping.
Lemon Edge.
We're just gonna take a deep sniff and smile. Nice. Love the smell of blood in the morning.
Yeah, so all of you do get the long rest. You wake up in the morning, and we'll go with, let's see here. Arval,
Alrighty.
you get a knock on your door.
What? Who's there?
And you will hear a gasp, and you'll then hear, Arval, sweetie, can we talk, maybe?
Fine. He'll just go up and open the door.
And standing at the door is your mother. I was staying right down the hall and saw you wander in late last night. I thought it had to have been you. She'll like put both hands on your shoulder. Are you well?
I'm doing just fine. You know, when I left, I know I left without telling you or Father. But I did so in order to do something I've been needing to do. You know, ever since Brother passed, well, it took a lot out of me. I'm simply trying to put together the pieces, you know?
She'll nod. I understand. And she'll like put her hand up near your eye patch. Whatever happened to you?
You remember? Remember after I came down from the tree?
I'm struggling to remember that day. It was not a good day for your father and I.
I know. But I've learned a lot, and this whole experience has been quite cathartic for me.
I see you've made friends.
Some of them.
Not all of them.
One of them's a bit annoying. He knows nothing of the political gallivanting of the royals. He attempts to, but he's
You know, you may be too hard on him. If he's trying, that seems to be... Wouldn't that be good enough?
It's more so he's trying to wear my patience.
Well, are you sure he's doing it on purpose?
Oh, he is most assuredly not.
Very well. I won't push you any more on it. That is your own personal issue. I need to know. You're safe, right? You're not doing anything that could get you killed.
Can you repeat that real quick? Sorry, I got interrupted for a moment.
Yeah, you're fine. She said, you're fine, right? You're not doing anything that could get you killed. Right?
I won't lie, it's not a safe thing that we're doing, but what I'm doing will bring more life than it will end.
Will you ever come home?
One day, I will.
Okay. And she'll, reach down into, like, a side pouch and hold a very well-engraved, ornate stone. It's a sending stone. She'll put her hand, like, she'll grab your hand and flip it over to where your palm's facing upwards. Excuse me. And she'll palm the stone into your hand and then hold your hand. Say, if you need anything at all, you are the Crown Prince. You are my son.
You and I both know we're not deserving of... I am not deserving of the title of Crown Prince.
As true as you may think that to be, you are still my son. And I will do anything to make sure you stay alive. If you need aid, she'll like tap the stone. Oh, please.
I will let you know if that ever comes to that.
She'll look at you. Can I hug you?
Of course.
She'll give you a big motherly hug.
You know, like, he's gonna be holding the hug and it's gonna be it was, kind of funny. When I first met them, they all thought I could only say beep.
That's just like you to play those games.
Well, I didn't want them suspecting anything of my lineage.
I'd expect nothing less. Bring your friends to the castle sometime. Well, whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to find in this world, whatever you're trying to live your life for, once you find it, bring them. I'd love to host them. Thank them
Don't
for
worry.
taking care of my boy.
I will bring them and myself in tow. And we'll also have someone you haven't seen in a long time.
Oh. Well, I look forward to it. She doesn't try to inquire any more than that. Be safe on your travels.
I will be. And, if it comes down to it, and I need to, give you a message. If I ever send you an SOS signal, through the sending stone, I need you to prepare the retinue.
She'll just, her eyes would kind of go a little wide and just nod her head yes. That can be done.
I'm not sure if you know, but there is a certain vampiric fellow to the north. We may need a lot of men.
I can call upon the other islands of Ushar. Perhaps they'll come to aid. If that is what's needed, I will try to see it done.
Then it is a promise. I expect that they will be more than willing to take part. I know there's been a little bit of political instability down there recently, but at the end of the day, I think we all recognize the threat of the supernatural more so than each other.
She'll just kind of like put her head down and take a deep breath and steady herself. I know that more than most.
Oh, and I know I told you this when I first came down, but make sure you don't let anyone up that tree. If any more people learn the truth, they may acquire powers they shouldn't have.
We've ensured that the tree was shut off. But
I have been careful with the forbidden knowledge I have,
do not
to
share
an
it.
extent, but
Do not share it with anyone, even your friends. Do not share the actual what you told me that day. Do not share it.
my fear is that one day the dreamers will realize they're living in a dream and be able to manipulate it.
She'll just nod.
If anyone goes up that tree, kill them.
Without hesitation.
Good. Then I believe we're done for the night. Thank you for coming, and I know it's been a very long time, but I needed to take some time away.
It's understood. And
Once I'm done with this journey, I will be back home. I don't know if I will ever be king of Ushar, of Helheim, but if I am, then what I hope to do will have not come to pass. And if that is okay, I will live with my burden. But hopefully all can be undone.
I wish you the best of luck. Aval.
Thank you.
And she will give you another quick hug and kind of look at you, study your face a little bit, smile, turn around, and walk out the room. And then the morning comes, and the day is yours, everybody. If you'd like to prep for the whatever journeys ahead, or go down and talk to Catherine trek, to the Dragoon, you can do that. If you want to speak with Leon more, you can do that. It's just up to you guys. What do you guys want to do?
Can I question one thing?
Sure.
Is Anders in his chamber and like oversleeping?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to write him a note pretending that I'm the queen of Valencia.
Oh my god.
God.
All right, what's the note say?
The note says, "Dear my lovely sweetheart, I so greatly miss you and your lovely asset underneath. I can't wait to see you again. Please, oh please come very soon. I miss you so much." And then
Okay.
he's gonna write XOXOXO at the bottom and slide it under the door.
What's your charisma modifier?
My charisma modifier? I
Yeah.
think it's 5. Let me check.
No, your charisma. Sorry, your We'll go with persuasion. What's your persuasion modifier?
13.
13. Okay, so the DC that he has to beat to believe that that is a legitimate letter is 23. And he will. You slip it under the door. Are you gonna hang out and listen to see if he actually reads it, or are you just gonna walk away?
I'm gonna hang out, but I'm gonna stealth.
Okay, roll stealth check. Yeah, okay, you're early morning, hungover, Ander. Yeah, you're not getting. He's not hearing shit. He will wake up, stumble to the chamber pot, kind of like do his business, turn around and see the note. Fuck. Picks it up, squints at it, and starts to read it. When was she here? Wait, he's gonna roll.
What did he roll?
I'm sorry, Austin.
What did he roll?
Natural 20
Oh,
on
damn.
insight. He'll be like, the fuck? Sweetheart. She doesn't call me sweetheart. She calls me her little gumdrop.
God.
This isn't her.
He's mentally writing down this information in his head. It's like, okay, for the next one, he's gonna put a little gumdrop.
And then you look at the handwriting. One of them did it. Which one would be annoying enough?
Beat's going to start going the hell away.
He does hear like the on the wood, and he'll swing the door up and look down. Fucking Tabaxi.
Hey, I did a stealth check. You didn't.
He sees he hears the footsteps, opens the door, and swings his head out. And you're turning around the corner, and he just sees like the very tip of your tail, and he's just like his passive perception is pretty damn high.
Damn it!
And he'll be like, why? Don't get my hopes up like this.
What do you mean?
You say from down the hallway.
He's just gonna. I'm gonna have Beat turn around and go look at him like he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
And you'll just see Anders squint at you with intent.
What are you talking about?
I know it was you.
No, what was me?
I'm watching you. And he'll slowly close his door, still looking at you, and then slide his head in and shut the door.
What are you talking about?
You hear nothing from him.
Can I roll a deception to see if he thinks at all that I'm
Yeah,
like,
sure. If you
okay.
want. I'll roll another insight.
I
Yeah.
got a 14.
Yeah, no, he's pretty positive it was you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
I do want to go speak with Leon at some point.
oh, with the with Catherine, or
No, with Leon.
oh, with Leon. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure. Leon is awake. For he doesn't really sleep a lot. But he is awake. He is actually currently talking to Rosalor in the corridors of where everyone's staying. And
I'm gonna keep a respectful distance and not interrupt.
Rosalor will spot you first and smile and nod at you. And he'll kind of point you out to Leon, and Leon will turn around. Oh. I hope
At that point, I'll approach.
I hope you slept well.
This one did, thank you. This one had some questions about the device you mentioned.
Ah, yes.
I'm trying to figure out how to do this in character, like how to ask these questions in character. But I can't think of a way, and I'm not gonna hold things up for long enough while I do so.
What's the question?
Does the device he made, is that gonna require a saving throw from the dragon? And
Yes.
if so, which?
It will be a saving throw, and it will be a it starts with a C. Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And then in that case, I can dip back into character for this, but and how strong is the beast's constitution?
Well, seeing as it's a eternal being, is about the size of a capital city, and its head is larger than multiple town blocks put together. I would say pretty freaking high.
Very well. And could it possibly be susceptible to a gas? I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, chaos, yeah.
Yeah.
I know the basis of that spell. Yeah, thank you. I was looking it up. It puts magical command on a creature that you can see within range, forcing it to carry out some service or refrain from some action of course or course of saving throw while the creature is charmed to take each time it acts in a manner that directs it would. Yeah, I mean, if you could if you could somehow enchant him to where he falls under that, then yeah.
Okay. I'm just looking through. Nope. I don't think I have any more questions. Thank you. This one has no more questions.
Very well. Actually, I had Rosalor go and fetch the item from the library. I'll wait until all of your friends are awake, because I'd like to go over it in verbatim, how to use it and what to expect.
Very well. This one will attempt to bring spells to perhaps reduce the constitution of the creature.
Very well.
And I'll just turn around and walk away. Because I'm awkward as fuck sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Everyone wakes up. Leon goes and sits in the same kind of seating area, where you guys were at the night before, and Rosalor will be standing there at attention and ready to help if things go awry. But he will put. Is there anything else anybody wants to do before this meeting happens?
I step just out of range for my headphones for a split second. Why is Razzler standing ready for something to go awry?
He is standing there, more or less trying to make sure no one walks down the hallway.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
But is there anybody else want to do anything?
I just sent you a DM.
Yeah, I saw that. It can be a thing after. So if there's not anything else, we can get through it. Leon will look around at all of you and pull out what looks to be a glass jar. But at closer inspection, this glass jar isn't made out of glass; it's made out of gemstone. And when you look at it, it looks like an urn, like something that just stores someone's ashes in. And he will look at all of you and say, "This is the item. I will not be saying the power word as I'm, well, hold on." And he will grab the item and, unattune it from it. It'll take him a minute to do that. He puts it down and, let's see. The power word is fairly easy. It's the common word for seal, as in to seal. I know basic, but when you're trying to catch a psycho and a elder beast that old, a one-syllable word seems more apt for the power word than some random long celestial word.
This one agrees.
This is the Urn of Sealing. Basic name I know, but there's not really. It's meant for sealing life forces and beings inside of it into an extraplanar dimension where they will sit in a state of stasis for as long as the user of this item remains in a concentrated state. So whomever.
Someone must maintain concentration on the item.
Mm-hmm. So if they are jostled out of any sort of if they're jostled out of the concentrated state, then that is what keeps the urn airtight, for lack of a better term. If you lose concentration, then it does give the opportunity for whatever or however many beings are stored inside of this urn to get a chance to escape. They can make a saving throw to try to escape.
Yeah.
So basically, while whoever's keeping concentration, as long as you're keeping concentration on it, it remains airtight. Like they can't make a save, but that mind you, concentration is broken when you go to sleep. So keep that in mind. I would recommend.
I don't think druids get that spell.
So we may be relying on Thaddeus, who does not technically require sleep.
I would put this in the possession of someone who is strong and has a relatively high natural constitution. That way, even if they are attacked, they can shirk off the attempts to try to break their concentration. Ander would actually be a perfect option for that, as well as Ori or Elka.
Would this be something akin to concentrating on a spell?
Correct. Same principle.
Above board, over the table, whatever. Would Warcaster help with that?
In theory, yes.
Okay. This one perhaps would be a good candidate as well.
Whoever you think is best for the job. I cannot tell you who you should. I can't tell you who you should choose. I would say anyone who is has good natural constitution, or someone who has the ability to prevent themselves from being hit. So that is entirely up to you. I will say you cannot store this in another dimension, so please don't try to put this into a bag of holding. It would be disastrous.
Out of curiosity, and it's probably a sick curiosity, could this be used to store more than just a high-born dragon?
It could store up to 5 beings, yes. No matter the size.
So, in theory, if we were to use this against Torben,
He would be one you could use it against, yes. But he would have to succeed. He would probably succeed in avoiding it. And he's far too cunning to be captured in that way. Like I said, the person you want to seal, or the creature you want to seal, must be in physical contact with the urn.
and if we were to force contact,
Then you force contact and say the command word. Or the power word. Apologies.
Alright.
The idea is you want to walk up, you want to ID who this man is. And if Ander can help with that, that's great. He's not actually here in this conversation. Ander can try to point you in the right direction. You walk up to him, have him touch the urn, you say the word, and you move on with your life. Yes, that is.
For instance, once the individual is captured and concentration is required, could that person that is holding the concentration be teleported?
They could be, but the item wouldn't go with.
So
Interdimensional travel for another interdimensional plane is tricky at best.
the reason I'm saying this is there's a possibility that once this individual is captured, let's say I was attuned to it, I could sneak up, touch the person while I'm stealth, because it doesn't require concentration, capture them, and then remain stealth for the journey back, and not have to worry about defending myself. The question is, how long is this journey? As I do not require sleep.
If you're taking an airship, it's about a 9-day flight between the two capital cities. Maybe a little bit less. So just over a week of maintaining concentration. I'd say if you don't sleep, much like myself, given your elvish background, Maybe the ones that are carrying it during the day are those that are more naturally have more natural constitution. And maybe at night, because you have the ability to go invisible and you don't need to sleep a whole lot, that would be a good option.
But would you have to change the?
Yes. You would have to change attunement.
And would that offer an opportunity for the
Indeed.
individual
Indeed.
to escape?
It would. Hence why I suggest keeping it in one person's hand, but if you truly need... the problem is that with you being invisible, I suppose you being invisible for a week wouldn't be a problem. I will say, though, any creatures with true sight or who have the ability to see invisible creatures would immediately nullify that issue. And given the fact that you are essentially flying into the heart of lycanthrope territory, I would be careful.
Any chance we can stop by Strixhaven on the way back?
Leon will just kind of like blink. You do mean Strixhaven, the College of Magic that was destroyed over 2 decades ago.
Listen, Archer told me the sign was misspelled.
Perhaps. There was other things other than just magic at that school. There were art. There were the arts. Maybe an art student mistook the spelling. Perhaps. You can certainly go see the crater while you're there. That's all that's left of that school.
I'm sure we'll fly over it.
Perhaps. Do be careful while you're around there, though. Lycanthropes are known to wander the surrounding forests. So, be careful.
Real quick above board, Zach, your camera's frozen on stream.
Okay, love that.
And in character, I will ask Leon and or Rosalor. This one has a plan, perhaps, to lessen the difficulties of this journey, but this one would need more diamonds than this one currently has to achieve this. Do you know somewhere where this one could purchase them?
I suppose we may be able to acquire some diamonds here from the castle. However, if you were looking to buy some, there is a gem trader. I guess technically an old Artemis. However, the fellow that owns that shop overcharges for all of his gems.
This one would happily buy them from the land from the treasury.
Well, given your station and given the quest being brought about, I can foot the bill for a few diamonds. How many do you need?
When he says that, Weaver just cracks a fucking huge smile because he knows what he's gonna say next. Perhaps 1,000 gold worth. And again, this one is willing to pay.
1,000 gold worth isn't that big of a deal. Treat it like we'll make it 1,500 gold worth of diamonds. And make that as a reward for helping us fight off Alistair.
Very well. Much obliged.
We'll just say that he gets it to you eventually, so you can go and add 1,500.
Okay.
1,500 gold worth of titans.
Yeehaw.
And then at this point, you see Ander slowly walking down the hallway, looking for everybody. Hey, where is? There he is. And he'll just stand right behind Beep. Hey, buddy.
What?
He'll give you the letter. Try harder next time. Pat you on the shoulder and walks away.
Beef's just gonna look like he never wrote it.
You can roll a deception check for everybody else.
Okay, hold on.
And then I roll like ass.
Natural 20. Get fucked.
Everybody thinks Ander's fucking crazy. Yeah. Ander will, as he's walking away, will be like, I'm gonna go back to the Lily and make sure we're stocked. Seems like we're going to Valencia.
Everyone's gonna think that Andrew's just being a dick.
Hey, who? I think it was Beep still. Maybe I'm second guessing myself now. Whoever wrote this fucking letter, fuck you guys. And he's gonna walk away. They're not there.
Even Andrew's like, maybe he didn't write it.
Yeah, he's literally having like self-doubt right now. He's like, what the fuck?
Beep is gaslighting him.
Beep's very good at gaslighting people. Rosler will chime in. That fellow just doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut sometimes, does he?
No, he doesn't, but it's okay. I'm surprised he was so, well, I thought he had something good with the Queen of Valencia. Let's just show him the note.
That's just rude.
I'm not paying attention to the note. Like, it was more like, I believe that Beep didn't write it, so I'm a little confused, but Anders got my trust, so I don't really care one way or the other.
I don't know why he would reject something so loving. Especially from a queen.
Was she here?
Well, it may not have been her. It might have been one of her messengers. They might have wrote it down via a sending stone, and she told them to write it.
I'll just shrug.
I don't know.
Leon will look at all of you. I will get some things together to prep for your journey to Valencia. I suppose you should know that the underground network, the community or organization that I was mentioning last night, was the Masquerader Syndicate, who also happened to be led by your friend, Torben. I suppose I should have mentioned that last night, but they will be there, at least to my knowledge. Last time I looked through my scriball, which was last night, Ander was, or not, but apologies, Ander was sleeping. Torben for what brief time I could spot in on him, was in Aurora, the capital city. So do be careful. If I would suggest keeping a low-key approach to the city. Go through the official channels. Don't stand out. Quietly make your way into the castle with Ander, and hope and pray you could fool that damn dragon.
Weaver's gonna look around at the party when he said "don't stand out," and just kind of shrug.
Should I wear a disguise?
If you'd like.
Or you cleaned up well.
Yeah, I think I almost clogged the drain.
I heard some gentleman screaming in the middle of the night. What the fuck died in our goddamn drainage system?
Hope they're paying him enough.
This one would assume so.
He made a comment. These damn rats are climbing up the tubes.
My people.
And now I need to dry off my computer screen.
I suggest getting ready and making your way towards Ander's ship. I'll tell the king what I'm sending you on. The goal is that if you capture the dragon, maybe his presence here will make our friend downstairs speak freely. Maybe he will have the ability to break whatever charm is on her.
Oh, a rapier to the ear might work as well.
I'd prefer her not dead. If she's a child of Lae'zel, like she claims, she's technically a descendant of folks that I knew and loved.
I would much prefer her alive as well.
Thank you. Do be careful of the vampires and lichens. Valencia has been swarming with them recently.
Our first vampire, thankfully.
Magic, I'm pretty sure you weren't here, but he did mention that Torben was in Valencia.
Well, fuck, I was not here for that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well then, never mind.
Can we get some bulbs of garlic, please?
I have the holy water still.
Do I have on me? Because I know I left a bunch of things at home.
Before we leave the country, I also want to speak to my dad.
Oh yes, I do. I will reach into my Hayward's Handy Spice pouch and pull out a pinch of garlic.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
We may need more than a pinch.
Just get Thaddeus a bunch of garlic oil to insert into rapier.
Oh my god. That's a good idea.
Do what you want to do.
We could make garlic oil while we're traveling. Could you make a modify another another injection site to my rapier.
Garlic oil? No. Do I look like I have my working forge here?
You're a master, aren't you?
Just do it the same way you do the poison.
Well,
You,
so I could use both.
You do know that a
You
flight
use
back
one or the other.
a flight back to your territory only takes 2.5 to 3 hours. If you need to do prep there, you can do it there.
This
We've
one
got
does
better
need
things
to.
do.
Whether you leave today, tomorrow, or the next, that makes no difference to me. We can keep Miss Trek in her jail cell as long as needed.
I would hope so.
You can trust me to make sure that Alistair doesn't come and try to break her out. And plus, if I have enough days of rest and I'm not consistently pouring my life force into that artifact there, I should be able to take him no problem.
Fair enough.
So if you'd like to stay in the city and collect some things, I'll be sure to get you your diamonds, Weaver, and be sure to make sure you all say goodbye to the king before you leave. Any questions? Concerns? Thoughts? Prayers, if you want them?
Just some good luck, and I will go get up to go speak to my dad before we go say goodbye to the king.
Okay. Yeah, your dad is, he's twirling the prison keys as he's, like, pacing back and forth near the dungeon. And he sees you walk up. He's like, oh, hey, kid. What's going on?
We're going to Valencia
Oh, fun. Why are you going there?
to capture the big dragon.
Seems like a normal Tuesday.
Yep. So, may
All
not
right.
be back for a while, but I'll look for people in Valencia, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, hey, do me a favor. Try to contact your mom when you get out of the city. I don't know if I don't know if there's just interference here, given all the destruction and, you know, all the magical energy swirling around in the city because of the dragons. But once you get out of here and you're up in the sky and you have, you may have direct contact. Can you try getting a hold of your mom with that sending stone?
Sure can.
All right, cool. And I suppose if you can't get a hold of me, we know why that isn't working. You're going on Anders Sky, the ship, right?
Yes.
Okay. If you don't hear back from your mother within a fairly good amount of time, please maybe pit stop in Ebrax, make sure everything's all right. Maybe.
Definitely can.
I know it's a bit out of the way, like a good week and a half out of the way. But it would be appreciated.
I would do what I can,
Okay.
even if I have to do it solo.
Just fucking Iron Man flies your way to Ebrax.
I'm not that good, but
I
I'll
know.
find a ship. I have enough money.
Fair.
Well, good luck.
I'll be here.
Hurt the lady too hard.
I won't hurt her. I'll just make sure she talks as he smiles.
I think she's more misguided than she is awful person. So
Fine, I won't use half of my torturing technology. Talk to her.
Honestly,
I guess.
yeah, just maybe try to get to know her. And if she's being a bitch, then do what you got to do. But
Fair
she
enough.
seemed willing enough to talk if you were nice to her. So for what she can, at least.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, but okay. Well, stay safe, I suppose.
You do the same.
Yeah, I'll give you a thumbs up.
I'm just gonna like, it's Lord Rona now, by the way.
Fuck you. And he will.
I'll go meet back up with everybody.
Yeah. The king has made his way out of his chambers, and standing next to him is his mother, now alive. He will look at all of you because his chamber, so this long hall of bedrooms intermingles with, it's basically the guest suite of the castle. And then the main, like, royal corridors go up a stairs at the end of it, up into like a bigger open area. And you'll see him walking down the stairs with his mother. And he'll just say, I see all of you are awake, and I appreciate you waiting for me to crawl out of bed. He will hold his mother very tightly in his left arm. As you can see, the true resurrection spell worked. She's doing well. However, she can't talk right now. One of the side effects of being resurrected. The queen wishes you well. She is unfortunately in bed after casting 2 very powerful spells back to back. Luckily, she was able to do it. I see all of you are preparing to leave somewhere. Have I missed anything? As he kind of like looks over at Leon and Rosalor. And Rosalor will say, yes, Your Highness. They are departing to go back to their territory. And then once they are done preparing in their territory, they will be heading back. They will be heading across the sea to Valencia to meet with Queen Valentine. Queen Valentine, eh? Well, if that's the case, before you go, let me present a letter to her. I'll have to write it very quickly, but a letter from the King of Sylvania will get you in more doors than you need to. And Ander will kind of like cough. About that, big man. I have free reign of the castle anyways, so do we really need I will write a letter regardless, Mr. Newgate.
Perhaps it would help for the rest of us. This one does not wish to overutilize your extension of their hospitality.
Yeah, but fine. I will write a letter anyways. I appreciate your candor, Mr. Newgate. Yeah, fine. So it'll take him some time. He'll write a full letter and he'll hand it to the most diplomatic out of all of you. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo between Beep and Zane. Zane! Hand it to Zane. Say, do make sure you get this to the queen. And as you go to like look at the envelope, Ander will just walk by and try to snatch it out of your hand. Make a. Are you gonna try to resist him?
Oh, he said he'd be right back one more time.
Oh shit. Okay. Well. Fuck. I didn't even see that. Well, shit. We'll just retroactively say that it was in Beep's hand. Because.
Okay.
Are you gonna? Ander's gonna go and try to snatch it from your hand. I didn't realize magic was gonna be. Well, stepped away. Are you gonna try to resist Ander as you see him very clearly walking towards you?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a dexterity check.
25.
That's a
Oh, that
save.
was a save. Sorry.
So get rid of whatever you're. Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Andrew's just gonna walk by and just swoop it out of your hand, and he'll say, "I'll hand it to her personally, since I'm gonna be seeing her a lot." Does that work? And Lae'zel
Is
will.
she the only old woman you like?
I like all women. What are you talking about?
Don't. Do you think it would offend her if she knew of your dalliances with other women?
She probably knows already, and also she's not that old. She's she's like 300 years old. That's pretty young for an elf, right?
I don't know. I might need to call Chris Hansen on you.
Isn't he the young one in this
He
instance?
is.
He's
He
also
is wrong.
he's also 28, so he's fine.
I'm making the joke of like the 300-year-old like elf.
Yeah. She looks like she's probably in her mid-20s right now. So age does not affect her that much as it does me or anybody else here.
Okay, Andrew, whatever you say.
Listen, man, I'm trying to.
I know you like those 300-year-old women.
And
I won't tell anyone.
Yes.
I'm an elf. She's old.
And
He
you're
li-
a victim, man.
And you like them a little crusty. It's okay.
Opinions from exiled sons. Shit, I'm an exiled son. Fuck.
I'm not even exiled. I chose to leave.
No,
I can go back at any day.
He was pointing at Thaddeus more, but
Oh.
And I am in the process of changing that.
fine. Opinions from little wood rats.
All right, let's.
Oh, but- okay, that was actually mean. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
That's okay. You're in a place of hatred for a minute there.
I was trying to make a point with hatred, and that just sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to make
if it
slurs.
don't work out with your folks, you can just come live with me and my family. Whenever I talk to them again.
What thing? Not mine.
And how bad of a scandal would it be if I told the king?
About what?
About you and the queen.
King
Other
Xavier.
queen.
King Xavier, you know about me and Valentine, don't you? I do indeed. I kind of
I
gathered.
mean the king of Valencia.
Oh, there is no king of Valencia.
No.
Says
I
the
thought there
king of Savania.
I thought there was a king. Like above board, I thought there was a king.
No, there's not.
Oh.
Bro, pay attention
Can
to
I
the
like
lore.
retroactively back out that comment then?
Hell no.
Hey, Beep would assuredly know there's a king. I don't. Beep would know there's a king. I don't know.
Pay attention to the lore.
I didn't get the law book from the dungeon master.
You're not writing everything down.
Not everything. Some things I don't expect them to come up.
Or we'll pull out a notebook full of every conversation that's been said.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Even above board.
Ori, can you even?
Hey, and it says you die in Act 4.
What? Of course I can write.
Yes, it says that a scandal erupted in your country, and they found out that you had multiple bastard sons in Valencia.
Dude, stop. I only watched the movies. I didn't read the books.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
And you can't treat Valencia like Westeros.
This would have been so much easier if you would have been here.
What happened?
Magic leaves for 5 minutes.
I should have the fiance or something.
You leave for 5 minutes and we go down a rabbit hole of fourth wall
And-
breaking.
Yeah, and might have started an international incident.
Oh my god.
No,
Voice of
for-
Reason leaves for 5 seconds and y'all can't keep the party together.
Actual question though, Anda. You would not happen to have a bastard son over there in Valencia, would you?
I don't think I've fathered any kids yet.
Are you
sure about
sure?
I don't think.
Anda, roll for children.
No.
Wait a minute, aren't you married?
Roll a d20.
Roll a d20. It determines the amount of children Andrew has.
You're
Ah,
married
sh-
still, right?
You may need to roll a D100.
High or low for children.
Yeah, higher law.
No. We're not doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the council has voted.
Yeah,
No.
the rule of cool.
No, seriously, what happened when I was gone for 5?
I'm mostly kidding, so.
I'm messing around with Ander as Beep.
Well, that
That's
was
pretty
already
much-
accurate before I
yeah.
walked away for a second.
There was a letter that was given to you, and then we realized you weren't here, so he gave it to Beep, and then Ander grabbed it out of Beep's hands.
Sorry.
All right. Anyway, Ander, I just hope you don't start any international scandal.
He'll just kind of
And,
look at. He'll just kind of look at you. Quiet.
I'm going to just warn you that there's been a lot of wars over dalliance historically. I fear for your life as a
He-
friend.
He's just ignoring you at this point because he knows you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to this. He's just like, he's gonna look at you like, I'm gonna go get the ship ready. Everything will be fine. I appreciate your concern. Bleh. And he'll just leave.
Oh, he definitely doesn't know. He's like
He will.
whispering to the group.
Ander,
He's gone. He has left the castle.
Your Anders in another castle.
this had nothing to do with the letter.
I want to know what the letter was about, please.
I mean, we'll be running into Ander again anyway.
Anyways, the king will look at all of you and just say, well, safe trips on your journey. We'll handle everything here. And do be careful. Since this is sanctioned by Leon, I will prepare a reward for you upon your return, assuming you can do whatever he's having you do. I honestly don't want to know right now. I am exhausted, emotionally and physically, and I would like to go lay back down.
You would go along.
As much fun as that would be, I have my duties here.
You don't have like a vice king that could.
This is a monarchy. It is me. I am in charge.
Well, I would like an assistant.
He will look at Leon and Rosalor. They have their own duties to do.
How long's your term?
My
How
life.
does being a king work? Oh, that's a. Oh, okay.
And
Is this an elective monarchy like Poland?
Beep dies.
Rocks fall.
Rocks fall. Beep dies.
A pebble falls on the weakest part of your skull.
Jesus.
A meteor flies through the orbit.
Slams only into beep, yes.
No, Poland is from the Bible.
Damn you.
In that version of the Bible, that's where Jesus is born. He's born in Poland.
Checks out.
Yeah, add it to your Bible lore.
No. No, I refuse.
You're not going to add Poland to your Bible lore.
I
No.
demand.
Yeah, I demand it.
Poland, aka the European Texas. Anyways, people who have watched Habitual Line Crosser know what I'm talking about. Anyways, the king will look at all of you and just like just kind of roll his eyes. He's just like kind of done. Good luck. I'm gonna go spend time with my family.
Well, thanks for your help. I'll hand him a gold coin as a tip.
He will cast heat metal on the coin and melt it in front of you. And then we'll turn around and walk away.
Oh, what's his problem?
Perhaps it was not a good etching of his face on the coin.
Or we'll try to blow in the melted gold and harden it again.
Okay.
Pick it up, put it in his pocket or something.
The gold does melt down and then harden pretty quickly because of the air temperature. So, like, you do just pick up, like, this blob of gold that's worth 1 gold.
Single break or tear, so I don't think that would work. Casting mending on it.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
It's okay. It's still gold. Like, it's still the material, you know?
Yep.
So it has the value.
I'm gonna reform it to shape another country's currency.
Jesus.
Polish currency.
Beat. Roll a d12. I'm dead
Okay.
serious.
This is what you guys get for doing this.
4.
Okay, good to know. Anyways,
Poland's dead. Meteors fell.
We were
Poland off.
rolling if Poland is real or fake in this timeline.
Beep suddenly has absolutely no knowledge that the Bibble ever existed.
That's impossible.
I'm kidding. No, there's other reasons I had you roll that. Okay. Well, is there anything else you guys want to do in the castle before you leave?
No.
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Well, so you make your way through town. The diamonds are given to you, by the way, Vibra. So 1,500 gold worth of diamonds. And you make your way back to the Lily, and you, as you're getting on the Lily, you hear, "Wait! Don't forget me!"
Larry, you found us.
I would like to go home. That woman's crazy.
Did
What?
you have a good time?
What'd she do to you?
She called the metal.
Larry, did you do
What?
Did you do adult stuff?
That was Lenny.
It's Lenny.
Oh, Lenny.
Yeah, his
Sorry.
name's Lenny. I was gonna say.
Listen, I can call him Larry. We don't know this man that well.
What if we take him with us on our
Oh,
journey to make him like a meat shield?
Oh my God, no! This is not our new Dennis.
He would not, yeah.
No, but Dennis, we wanted to keep Dennis alive. Well, I'm
He would
saying
get us
Lenny is a
killed.
meat shield.
You guys,
He would get us all killed.
you guys took all of 6 sessions to leave to doom Dennis to his death. Just a FYI. Anyways,
Not
Yeah.
all of us.
he's actually no, he's technically not dead yet. I'll tell you that. He's not technically dead yet.
Listen, I just thought of a better way to get home, okay? Like, fuck out of here.
Okay. Well,
Spit it out.
you see, she bound me to the bed,
That sounds like a good time.
and she had instruments, tools.
Oh no,
Did,
Lenny. Oh,
This is the best
Joe-
part of the best episode.
all right.
Oh my god.
Lenny, I'm going to pull out a doll, and I want you to tell me where she touched you.
Everywhere.
What about in this spot? And he's gonna point towards the butt.
Multiple times.
Did you have anything
Yes.
go in there?
Listen, Lenny, I think the important question to ask is, did you at least enjoy it?
No.
Why not?
You know, Lenny, you strike me as the type of man who'd enjoy that, but no way.
I'd like to go home.
It's
Well, you know
so
what,
far
Lenny?
Out of the way.
Lenny, at least you lost your virginity.
This
Lenny?
is true.
Did you?
No.
He lost one of them.
Oh.
He
Oh
lost.
no.
Technically, losing your virginity is what happened to Lenny.
Did she use the word sounding?
He'll like shudder at that
Oh
word.
no. It's worse than we.
It's worse than we thought.
Did you
We should
did you
probably
use this
get to know.
Lenny, did you use a safe word?
I tried. She wouldn't
What was
listen.
it?
Alright, that's just a be alright, where's she at now?
She turned.
What's her
She turned into a bat and flew away.
oh
What?
god.
I'm scared.
You
Did
got
she,
fucked by a
Bite
bat?
you?
Lenny, did she bite your neck?
Make a perception check, Sane.
Hold on, wait. I want to make
That's
a
actually
perception
pretty
check,
good for
too.
me.
Hold on, I want to do that too.
Yeah, hey, bro, you guys can make it a perception check if you'd like.
15.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, is she allied with Torben?
19.
You see,
Is she...
And the insight is, did she actually turn into a bat and fly away?
oh, he's completely he's as truthful as he can be right now.
16.
Yeah,
19 for me.
yeah, everybody that rolled, you see 2 little dots on the right side of his neck.
It's
Uh-oh.
right out here, isn't it? Are we outside?
Yeah, and you do see some smoke starting to come off of his bare hand that's popping out of his sleeve.
Or
Lenny, let me tell you,
out.
I've got some really bad news for you, buddy, and I'm just gonna rip his shirt off.
Whoa, okay, but roll a strength check. Jesus.
You're gonna kill him.
Oh, that was actually
I'm
a
gonna
good roll
kill
for me. What's my modifier on that? It's real bad, isn't it? Oh, it's
not-
0. 19.
Rip right off.
I just went stealth, and I pulled out my rapier, and I'm moving to his side.
Lenny, I got bad news.
Lenny, I want you to. I'm gonna have Lenny turn around and face away from where Todd is. Lenny, do you see those flowers over there, Lenny?
Oh my god.
Lenny,
Yeah. Why am I smoking?
hey,
Why am I smoking?
It's okay. It's okay.
Or
Look at
hold
the,
him.
Look at the flowers. Look at the flowers.
Okay,
Or he's gonna hold him.
Look at the flowers.
roll the
It'll be
advantage,
okay.
Todd. Your stealth.
Huh?
Roll the advantage. Your stealth.
Oh, okay.
Why am I burning? It's not stopping. Please help.
Or he's holding it, or he's holding his shoulders.
He's trying to get away.
Larry,
Yeah,
unfortunate-
Close your eyes. Think of your best memories.
What do you mean? Where's my wait? Where's
Lenny,
my pony?
before this happens,
Yeah.
we didn't know she was a vampire, and now you're one. So,
Wait,
Oh
what?
no, we
I'm
did.
sorry.
We lied to him.
Wait,
We
what?
definitely knew. We set you up.
Roll a sneak attack as well.
66.
I need just look at the flowers.
Um,
Oh my god. 24.
Yeesh.
Lady, I'm sorry to say you're probably going to the hells, because you're
gets stabbed straight in the temple.
And Todd wings his rapier in a circular motion to scramble his noggin.
And he stops, blinks. What just happened? Smoke. What's happened? You said
I'm gonna take my smithing hammer out and one of my like climbing pythons up, and I'm just gonna stake him in the heart.
Should we be nice and revive him once we've killed him?
Do you need me to make a check for that
Wait.
since he's being held?
Wait, hold on. Question. Actually, legitimate
he's
question.
barely
I don't know if this
alive right now.
Is this a medical check? I want to ask if we were to revive him after killing him and he's a vampire, would that get rid of his vampirism, or would he be a
The
vampire?
curse bounds to the body, not the soul, for vampirism. So no.
Okay.
Anybody know? Whoa, what the fuck's it called? Isn't there a spell that you can do that makes people get? The one the queen did.
True resurrection.
True
Yeah.
resurrection.
Can't Beep do it?
No, it's
Or
a
not
ninth.
Beep.
Beep can't do true
True,
resurrection.
True resurrection's a ninth level spell, guys.
Well,
Beep
fair
can
enough. I was just
reincarnate
asking.
him.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Thank you.
Reincarnate would turn someone else would prevent that would actually like
You need me to roll to stake him in the chest with a climbing spike.
roll an attack with advantage, so it'd be plus your plus your strength.
I still have
16.
him. I still have him on my clothesline.
Oh, he took damage, but because it's non-radiant and or from what magic's doing, it's halved. So, yeah.
Out of the kindness of my heart, I'm also going to do Gift of Gab, so he kind of forgets what just happened as it's happening.
Dude, that's
Like he forgets all the pain.
it's so mean, but so nice. Yeah, 16 hits. Roll that's
What do
like
you want me to roll?
2d8 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so
I love how we got this guy, brought him to the ball. He ended up getting
11.
completely abused. If we just kill him.
11. Okay, times 2 is 22. How do you want to do this?
I just want to see him evaporate to ash, and then I'll have Watson use reincarnation on him, because I feel bad about it.
So
By the
mean.
way, this is practice for when we meet Noetic.
You're going to kill Noetic?
We're going to have to.
Oh.
So you are resolved in that.
So
then.
as the stake drives into his heart, and he goes, wait, and fizzles out, starts to turn to ash. His body's smoking. It smells like rotten flesh. And then he eventually poofs down onto the ground, nothing but a pile of ash that starts to get blown away by the gentle breeze.
I will go ahead and capture a handful of ash.
Okay.
I will go ahead and pull out the rare oils and unguents.
Okay. Oh my god. What's happening? Okay.
Oh, you know what? I don't have it prepared.
Oh no.
Did you not prepare it at the beginning? You could retroactively said you prepared at the beginning of the day.
I mean,
Like that's fine.
I literally went through and prepared my
was-
spells, so
Rule
It
of
was-
rule.
Uh,
Do it
it
for
wa-
fun.
I could care less. It's fine.
like
Reincarnate
Honestly-
Lenny, damn it.
I will scoop some of him up into a bag.
Okay,
Because-
that's fair.
No.
Because that would be considered a piece of a dead humanoid, right?
Yes, I would
Yes.
consider that a piece of Lenny. Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, I will scoop some of them up into like an old potion bottle or something.
Oh my god.
Or his old socks.
Don't drink Lenny, whatever you do.
Or he doesn't wear socks.
Partially
Yeah, he's
because the
got
casting
hooves.
partially because the casting time for reincarnate's an hour, and I'm not Weaver's not gonna sit around for an hour while we have
Hey.
somewhere to be.
You can do it while we're on the ship going home.
Exactly.
Fuck, well, that was dark.
But yes, I will cast reincarnate on Lenny. And then demand the 1,000 gold, or demand that Zane reimburse or find more rare oils and unguents.
I can definitely do that.
For $1,000.
I would consider Ash to be a piece of a dead humanoid.
Okay.
Yes, that works fine.
Yeah. So what is he?
That's a good question.
I laugh so hard if he's just a gnome again.
So roll. Have you rolled the D100? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh my god. So
Holy shit. All right.
he is a tiefling.
He is a tiefling.
He is
Holy
reincarnated into. So he, when the spell is casted, because we're gonna have to end soon here, as you guys are prepping to go back home. As the spell is casted, you reach out to the soul of Lenny, who's still hovering just above his body because he has no idea what the fuck just happened. And as soon as he sees the vessel that he can fly into, he immediately jumps into it and starts to grow. And you see his body form, and he forms into do me a favor, Brett. Roll a d20.
Lucky number 13.
This is fucking hilarious. You see the body formed into a humanoid figure about 6'5". Horns start to grow out of the top of his head, or I should say her head, as you see
Oh,
breasts start to grow. And you see a chiseled jawline. Shut up. Brain did a oopsie. A chiseled jawline, soft features, but around her cheeks. She's a very attractive tiefling. She has
Her.
Yes. Reincarnate. You can reincarnate into anything.
We just made a trans.
No. Technically, no.
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 Technically not.
He reincarnated into a woman.
Hello, Lanisha.
Blue skin.
Lynette.
And
Yeah, Lynette. That's perfect. Lynette.
and immediately
Lenice.
and in front of you is now a naked, blue, gorgeous tiefling woman. What's happening?
Hello, Lynette. You are very nude.
Well, Lynette, let me. No, whoa, I have boobs. I have boobs. I have boobs. Whoa.
Congratulations. You look far better.
Wait, why am I cold?
You're probably stronger.
Wait. I.
Does he remember anything?
Oh, yeah, he remembers everything. It says right in the spell, the
what-
reincarnated creature recalls its former life and experiences.
I thought didn't
minus
somebody...
what Gift of Gab took away.
Yeah,
Yes.
Gift of Gab took away like the death part. He doesn't even think we killed him.
It retains its capabilities it had, its original form. No, his stats stay the same.
He's a very weak tiefling. Or she, I guess. Now.
She is a weak tiefling, yeah.
It's okay.
I
You'll enjoy your new life. You get used to the horns eventually. And the tail.
He's just staring down at his boobs. Or at her boobs, I should say.
I mean, if
But
you
you'll-
don't want to
you'll
be a tiefling, we could just try this again, and or kind of grab his axe.
No.
Not today.
No, okay. Well, you could be a tiefling for a day at least.
Do you have any clothes, perhaps, maybe, at all?
Seems
No.
like checking his bags. I've got a. I don't know if you could successfully wear this very well. I have some half plate.
That's armor.
It would cover your breasts.
And you see a random woman in the street walk by and just like cover her with a cloak.
Thank you. I'm gonna toss her 2 gold for that.
Oh, okay.
Also, just so I'm sure, like we're all sure of it, can we detect if they are still a vampire or are they like definitely not a vampire now?
You can make a medicine check.
I will
Okay.
jump on that bandwagon and roll a 3. Come on now.
That was bound to the body, not the soul, right?
Mhm.
So that said.
Yeah.
No, that was out of character. This is in
fair.
in character. Yeah. No, you see jagged sharp teeth.
All the way across. And I'm like, we're good.
Are they is Lynette now smoking at all?
No.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Lynette. You're no longer a vampire.
Wait, I have a fucking tail. I have a tail. I have a tail.
I did just
Yeah.
tell you have a tail.
Whoa.
And horns.
This one does as well.
She touches the
Now
top.
you're even hornier.
Must be careful about who you sleep with.
Wait, where's... No. He's gone.
What?
Little Napoleon down there. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
You'll have to get used to your new bits and bobs.
Okay.
One day in the year 2024, you will be a topic.
Can you take me home now?
Yes, we can.
Is taking, I guess, her now home, would that be out of the way, or
If you drop her off at the estate, it's her horse is still there.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So, or her pony, which I guess would be slightly too small for her now.
I'll
We'll
just go ahead and
provide a
wild shape.
horse.
I'll just go ahead and wild shape into a giant eagle and fly her back.
I mean, yeah. I mean, she's gonna have to take her horse back anyways. So, or her pony. So that's fine. You don't have to do that unless you want to.
Oh,
But
okay. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. Wrong way.
I hope Ander has clothing on the ship because this is enough to cover me, I guess. But it's cold.
Well, don't let Ander try to get in your pants now.
Oh my god.
This took a weird turn.
This took a very weird turn, but I was like, I was like, you can't just, it literally, I looked it up on Reddit. I was like, well, do they remain the same gender? It's like, no, it's completely random. So,
if Anda tries to approach you, run away. He probably has a disease.
Right. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah. Hi.
Anyway, we'll get you some clothes on the ship.
Sure.
You'll be
Yes,
right as rain.
let's go. As soon as you guys make your way back to the ship, you begin to board. As you get up on the deck, you see Ander already prepping the sails and getting ready to leave. And he looks inquisitively at the new blue tiefling that you have that's hardly wearing anything. And then he continues working for now. And as the ship gets ready to sail off towards your territory, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. And we'll be off doing other cool things next week. So thanks for playing. And I will be right back. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. No, we had slightly shorter episode tonight, but at least it was funny. We'll be back next week Sunday. I will say a week, or I should say a month from now. Actually, exactly a month from now, I will be heading. I'll be heading out of state to go to a wedding. I should have my laptop set up to where I'll be able to record while I am there. I will let you know if something changes, but expect a episode every single week for this next month. So, unless something drastic changes, just like last week, where all of a sudden multiple people weren't going to be able to make it, and Todd was still on the recovery bus and stuff like that. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.